The fire turned emerald green and rose higher than Fred, who stepped right into it, shouted Diagon Alley, and vanished. You must speak clearly, dear. Miss Weasley told Harry and Astro dipped his hand into the flower pot, and be sure to get out at the right grate. The right what? Said Harry nervously at the fire roll, and Webby George out of sight too. Well, there are an awful lot of wizard fires to choose from, you know, but as long as you have spoken clearly, he will find Molly. Don't be first. Say, Murder Weasley having himself to full power too. But if he got lost, how would we ever explain to his aunt and uncle? They wouldn't mind. Harry reassured her. Reassured có nghĩa là đánh giá. Charlie would think it was a brilliant joke. If I got lost up a chimney, don't worry about that. Well, alright, you go after all the same, Miss Weasley. Now, when you get into the fire, say where you going and keep your elbows tucking. Ron advice. Advice có nghĩa là lời khuyên. And your eyes shut. Say Miss Weasley the shot. Don't fetch, say Ron, or you might well fall out of the wrong fireplace. But don't panic and get out too early. Wait until you see Fred and George, trying hard to bear all this in mind. Harry took a pinch of blue powder and walked to the edge of the fire. He took a deep breath, scattered the powder into flames, and stepped forward. The fire felt like a warm breeze. He opened his mouth and immediately swallowed a lot of hot ash. Diagon Alley, he coughed. It felt as though he was being shook down a giant drain. He seemed to be spinning very fast. The roaring in his ear was deafening. He tried to keep his eye open, but the wall of green flames made him feel sick. Something hard knocked his elbow, and he took entirely still spinning. Now it felt as though cool hands were slapping his face. Sweating through his glasses, he saw a blue stream of fireplace and snatched glimpse of the rooms beyond. His bacon sandwiches were churning inside him. He closed his eyes again, wishing it would stop, and then he fell face forward onto stone and felt the bridge of his glasses snap. This is burst covered in salt. He got gingerly to his feet, holding his broken glasses up to his eye. He was seated alone, but where he was he had no idea. All he could tell was that he was standing in the stone fireplace of what looked like a large dimly lit wizard shop, but nothing in here was ever likely to be on a Hogwarts school list. A glasses case nearby held a withered hand on a cushion and blue stare back of cards and a staring glass eye. Evil look mask stared down from the wall, and assorted of human bones lay upon the counter, and rusty spy instrument hung from the ceiling. Even worse, the dark, narrow street. Harry could see through the dusty shop with window was definitely not Diagon Alley. The sooner he got out of here, the better. No still singing where it had it hit the hearth. Harry made his way swiftly and silently toward the door, but before he got halfway toward it, two people appeared on the other side of the glass, and one of them was the very last person Harry wanted to meet. When he was not covered in shorts and wearing broken glasses, Draco Malfoy. Harry looked quickly around and spotted a large black cabinet to his left. He shot inside it and pulled the door closed, leaving a small crack to peer through. Second later, a pale clacked, and Malfoy stepped into the shop. The man who followed what could only be Draco's father. He had the same tall, pointed face and identical cold gray eyes. Peter Malfoy crossed the shop, looking lazily at the item dis- display and rang a bell on the counter before turning to his son and saying, "Don't touch now." Malfoy, who had riches of the glass eye, said, "I thought you were going to buy me a present." "I said I would buy you a racing broom," said his father, rubbing his finger on the counter. "What's the good of that if I'm not on the house team?" said Malfoy. Looking sulky and bad-tempered, Harry Potter got a Nimbus 2000 last year, special permission from Dumbledore so he could play for Gryffindor. He's not even that good. It's just because he is famous for having a stubby scar on his forehead. Malfoy bent down to examine a cell full of scores. "Everyone thinks he's so smart. Wonderful Potter with his scar and his broomstick. You have told me this last list dozen times already," said Mayor Malfoy with a swelling look at his son. "And I would remind you that it's not prudent to appear less than fond of Harry Potter, not when most of our kind regard him as the hero who makes the Dark Lord disappear or mere poaching." A stopping man had appeared behind the counter, smoothing his grizzling hair back from his face. "Mayor Malfoy, what a pleasure to see you again," said Borgin in a voice as oily as his hair. "Delighted in young Master Malfoy. To Trump, you may I be assistance I must show you, just in today and every reasonable, reasonably price. I'm not buying today, Miss Poggin, but selling." Say Mayor Malfoy, selling? The smile faded slightly from Mirror Poggin's face. "You have here, of course, that the ministry is conducting more rest," said Mirror Malfoy, taking a long of parchment from his inside pocket and unraveling it over it for Mirror Poggin to read. "I have a few items at home that might impress me. If the ministry were to call Mr. Boggin fix a pair of brains to his nose and look down the list, the ministry wouldn't presume to trouble, sir." Surely Mr. Malfoy lived correct. "I have not been visited yet. The name Malfoy still commands a certain respect, yet the ministry grows ever more meddlesome. There are rumors about the new Muggle Protect Act. No doubt that bitten Muggle loving for although Weasley is behind it. Harry felt a heart started and anger, and as you see, certain of this person might make it appear. I understand, sir. Of course, say Mirror poking. Let me see. Can I have that? Interrupted Draco, pointing at the withering hand on execution. Oh, the hand of Florrie. Say Mirror Malfoy a Panoni, Mirror voiceless scurrying over to Draco, inserts a kettle, and if it gives lines only to the holder. Best friend of thieves and plunderers. Your son has fine taste, sir. I hope my son will amount to more than a thief or a plunderer. Porgy said Mirror Malfoy coldly, and Mirror Porgy said quickly, "No offense, sir. No offense, me." So if his great don't beat up, said Mirror Malfoy more coldly still than me indeed. Feel he is faithful, it's not my fault, retorted Draco. The teacher are half favorite that Hermione Granger. I would have thought you did admire that girl of no wizard family beat you in every exam, Snape. Mirror Malfoy, ha, say Harry under his breath. Pleased to see Draco looking bored, appeased, and angry is the same all over, say Mirror punching in his ugly voice with a board is counting for less everywhere. Not with me, say Mirror Malfoy, his long nostrils flaring. No, sir, not with me, sir. Say Mirror Portrait with a deep bow. In that case, perhaps we can return to my list. Say Mirror Malfoy shortly. I am in something of a hurry. Watching, I have important business elsewhere today. They started to haggle. Harry watched nervously as Draco drew nearer and nearer to his hiding place, examining the object for smirking the car prop on a magic decent nickel of opals cushion do not touch. Draco turned away and saw the cabinet right in front of him. He walked forward. He stretched out his hand for the handle. Then, said Mayor Malfoy at the counter, come, Draco. Harry with his forehead on his sleeve as Mac Draco turned away. Good day to you, Mayor Poaching. I will expect you at the manor tomorrow to pick up the goods. The moment the door had closed, Mayor Poaching dropped his only manner. Good day, Mr. Malfoy, and if the story are true, you haven't sold me a half of what's hidden in your manor. Muttered darkly, the Mirror disappeared into a back room. Harry waited for a minute case he came back then wildly as he could slip out of the cabinet, past the glass case and out of shop door, clutching his broken glasses to his friend. He had stared around. He had emerged into a dingy alleyway that seemed to be made up entirely of shop devoted to the dark arts. The one he did just leave bugging and parked looked like the last just spur of facade was a lasting window display A Skunky had two doors down and large key was alive. The gigantic black spider to Swampy looked without word, watching him to the shadow of a doorway, muttering to each other. Watching him from the shadow of a doorway, muttering to each other.